Hello Aries, hope you're doing well. What I'm doing this month is, as it's the start of a new astrological year, and you Aries are the start of the astrological year, I'm going to do a special reading for you guys. So what I'm going to be doing is looking at how the rest of the astrological year is going to pan out for you, so starting from April, but to try and break it down a little bit more and see if it's makes much difference depending whereabouts in Aries you fall, whether you're first, second or third decan. I'm going to do those three separately. So I've already done the first decan, and I did say that sometimes, you know, depending on different astrologers, they come with slightly different dates for each. So roughly this is the 31st of March to the 9th of April, so whoever's birthday falls within that. But you know, do feel free to check other decans that I'm going to put up, and also of course other signs that you might resonate with more closely. So what I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to find a significator for second decan Aries, please. We'll be looking at what's behind you, what's ahead, and then we'll do a monthly breakdown. So first significator for the second decan Aries, please. So we have 5 of Swords, okay, so this can be being in a sort of win-lose situation, I guess. It's you've got somebody who looks like they've won, but they sorry, I I did have COVID and I've kind of got a bit of dodgy throat, so I'm having to take water. But yes, it looks like they, you know, this person on the right has won a battle and the other one kind of looking away sadly, and it doesn't seem like the winner is entirely thrilled with their victory. That makes sense. So let's have a look at what's behind you, Aries second decan. We have, right, this flipped. Okay. So we've got the 2 of Pentacles. So it could be that you had to make a decision. You had to weigh up some pros and cons, and you know, this wasn't an easy decision. If you think of the Rider-Waite, you've got somebody juggling 2 pentacles, and they're equal in size, and so I think it wasn't necessarily an obvious choice, and perhaps there's been some disappointment attached to that. Perhaps there was always going to be pros and cons to both decisions, to both choices. So let's look at what's ahead. What do we have ahead for our second decan Aries, please? Right, we have the 6 of Swords. So this is moving on to calmer waters, as they say. And actually, that's kind of perfect, isn't it? You got the 5 of Swords to the 6 of Swords. So that's progress. So it could just be, you know, you had to make a decision. Perhaps it wasn't very easy, but it had to be made. And so perhaps there is some disappointment attached to that. I feel like it was the right decision. I feel like you are the winner, for want of a better term. But perhaps had to let something go, even possibly someone. But now you're moving on to calmer waters, you're moving on to a better place for you. And sometimes that is, you know, unfortunately that's life. It's kind of, you know, we have to decide what's the best for us to make the most of our opportunities and our path. And it does mean that sometimes letting something go, but it just means something amazing is ahead for us. So what we'll do is we'll now look at month by month, starting with April. So we've got the complete months. Right.